Drew, give us a sense exactly of who raised prices, by how much. I mean, who are the biggest offenders here?
Everyone.
Okay.
No, I mean, that's a bit flip. But I think one of the things that we discovered, and you can read more about this on the terminal on our website right now, two of our reporters spent a ton of time going through this massive database that we have of about 6,000 drugs, looking at what happened with these over the last year. And the thing they found is that these types of price increases, where drugs go up, they go up by 50%, they double, or just 10%, are both routine and extremely common across the industry. Pfizer does this dozens of times. Valiant, which we've talked a lot about, is one of the biggest price increasers out there. And actually, there's some documents just out of the internal documents from Valiant that Congress has just produced that we're working on right now that show a lot of their strategy behind this. But yeah, I mean, Daraprim, is the Turing drug, and some stuff with Valiant with its heart drugs. What we see is this is a very common industry practice. Routinely raises prices. It's part of their business model, and it's how they make more money.
I mean, like, is it justified?
Well, I mean, they certainly say so. Yeah, and that is their argument. They say, listen, we have to negotiate with health insurers and pharmacy benefit managers every year, and we need to make a good return on these drugs, and so we increase prices as part of that process of getting back our investment and paying for the failures and their R&D costs. That is their argument, and there are a lot of drugs out there that are genuine breakthroughs that deserve to be paid for at a pretty high rate. And that, I think a lot of times we talk to folks in the industry, they don't have any problem with that. What they do have problems with is older drugs where the prices go up, and we see a lot of that.
It gets bought, and then the price, as Martin Shkreli did, increased it by 5,000%. So Shkreli is going to be testifying in front of Congress on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So what is expected?
Well, he's promised that he's going to plead the Fifth Amendment and not say anything whatsoever the entire time. He was out this morning, an interview on another television station, saying this is just a show. Congress is just there to embarrass me, to get clips for, so they can try to get more voters. He has promised he is not going to say anything. However, I mean, he often has a couple of things to say, so we'll see if he sticks to that. He also has a new lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe that might help.
Maybe. We'll see.
All right. But clearly, he's the poster boy for drug price hikes. I mean, the industry itself, what are they doing to kind of combat this image?
Well, he made a really good point. He's brought this up. He said, hey, this isn't just me. I'm not the only person who did this. Maybe he did it, to a more extreme degree than other folks in the industry did, and he would be the first to admit that. He says, he's said before that he's essentially just taking this practice of industry price increases to its logical conclusion and finding out what the market will bear. He makes the point that this is common. He says maybe he's the bad guy here. He's been made to be the bad guy here. But he says, he's pulled a mirror up to the industry and said, hey, take a look at yourselves. And he's not shy about saying it.